Border on XL is a 400k gravel cycling route from the centre of Melbourne to the border sign on the bridge between Albury and Wodonga. The start of this year, the crew here at Curve put together the border run. Yeah, it was a huge success. People really enjoyed that, just spirit of, riding across the state. It's kind of cool, like, starting from the centre of Melbourne and, yeah, smacking the border sign at the end of the ride. And again, there was a massive range of people doing it. Yeah, after watching people complete that ride and just, have all kinds of highs and lows and just big experiences, I was super inspired to take that on myself. In my own kind of style, I'm always committed to putting a lot of energy into things, I guess, so I'll be doing the ride as fast as I can.
Slane said, use your legs while you've got them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah, this past year I've been diving into the world of gravel cycling. I've raced most of the major gravel races in Australia, and most recently the Dirty Warnie, which was a 250k. On that day, sort of had my best day on the bike in terms of race results, but just experience. Had a great time. So from that day, I was like, all right, 400k, that's the next thing. That's the next project. Border Run XL is going to be my first ride over 10 hours, full stop, so I'm going to be smashing that by a fair margin. And I guess I'm just curious about like what my body can do and what everyone's bodies can do. I really love that idea of just pushing your own boundaries and pushing your expectations of what you think is a normal thing to do with your day.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
100k down.
Let's go, baby.
So the current fastest known time on the route is 17 hours, which gives an average speed of roughly like 24 k's an hour, including stops. So I've got some key points along the route and sort of breaking it down into sections where basically the first like 150 k's is particularly hilly, kind of 3 major climbs. That takes you all the way up from like Melbourne to the top of King Lake, over to Alexandra, and then the last climb coming just out of Lake Eildon. And so that'll be kind of a slower part of the ride, and then in the latter half it starts to get pretty flat. So that's where I'll be trying to get nice and aero, putting my head down and picking that average speed up. I'm taking this ride on in the sort of second week of December. Yeah, almost peak summer here in Australia. So I'm expecting some pretty hot conditions. Hoping it's going to be on the milder side of December days. So I'll be making sure I'm hitting the resupply points, keeping myself topped up. The route has been put together such that there's lots of resupply points along the way.
Thank you.
All right.
Couldn't have asked for a better
Good. See ya.
Thanks.
That does make it really accessible to people who are doing it at different speeds and different kind of intentions and intensities, I guess.
Where's the next stop?
Vanilla, which should be about 4.5 hours, 270k, like total, and from there it's all going to be downhill.
My nutrition strategy from this one is going to be high carb. I'm all about it. Really grateful to be supported by Soul Nutrition, which is a small independently owned Melbourne-based brand that is supporting me with carb mix. So that's going to be my primary source of fuel throughout the ride. Just sipping away all the time on carbs in the bottle, as well as your gels and bars, and just generally stuffing my face and having a good time.
Feeling better?
It's nice, yeah. Hammies are starting to get a bit tired. I think I've got enough food to get me through to the end, actually. Unless I'm in a dire situation, I'll just probably power through Wangaratta. It'll be like 3 hours from there. And I'm like 45 minutes up on schedule.
Flying.
Ticked over 11 elapsed time, which is like 50 minutes ahead of schedule.
getting there.
Starting to fade a bit.
Yeah. What was it, 300 Ks?
Yeah.
We're still going to go through Wangaratta.
I'll see. Got taken out by a wallaby.
No way. Are you right?
Loose it enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking broke my pedal.
There he goes. Oh, mate.
That's pretty good.
Nice. That was so
That's definitely more than that. It's a new VO2. Oh, thanks, Garmin. Alright, come on.
6 days.
Show us the...
It was a day. Yeah, it was just feeling good from the start. One of those days where I didn't need anything like in my headphones. Most of the time I just had them out, just had the head noise, and you know, it's so quiet out in the forest. It was really beautiful. Yeah, it had its ups and downs for sure. Yeah, from Benalla to Wangaratta, which I was expecting to be a pretty fast little stretch. I ran into some sort of boggy puddles, you know, which I kind of walked through a few of and had to deal with some like really rutted sections, so I definitely stopped the flow, smashed the nootropics gel, got the caffeine in, just put my head down on top of the world and riding through the Mount Pilot State Forest up above Beechworth there was really beautiful. And then it was, too good to be true. I had Jesse's words in my head really of don't get too high on the highs in these things. And maybe I did. I was sort of bombing down this nice flat kind of gentle descent, and a wallaby just came out of nowhere and just went straight under my front wheel. Took me down pretty hard, and I took a few minutes to regain my composure and assess the damage. And it was still 40k to go at that point. It wasn't like just around the corner, so that was a hurdle for sure. And it took me a while to get back into it because I should have known it was just around that time when all the wildlife is out, and I kind of had one more climb to go. It's like, all right, just drive it up the climb. Even had the legs to kind of sprint to the end. Lost a big chunk of that advantage I'd built up over my schedule, but still managed to stay about 10 minutes ahead of it. Really happy with how it went. It's so fun. It's so nice to ride A to B. The route was fantastic. Just took you through so many different places that, aren't destinations in themselves. But it's super accessible. You can do it at any pace you like. There's nothing special about me or anyone that does this kind of riding. Like anyone can do it. It takes a bit of planning, it takes a lot of commitment, but it's super rewarding. We've got so much great riding in our own backyard. People just don't go out and do because, there's not the culture of doing it, but I hope people get out there. Anyone can do it. So I did 15:24 riding, and it was 16:16 elapsed. Fastest known time for border on XL.
How far?
So 3:99 and a half with a few wrong turns in there.